Before we start this interview, I want to make sure you don't ask me anything about all the failed businesses. I've driven into the ground since the 80s. Don't ask me anything about the casino, anything about the university, not about the stakes, and definitely nothing about Truth Social stock price. After much deliberation, probably the strongest deliberation ever, I've decided to pick maybe the world's second most evil genius because they call me the stable genius. Many people do. I've picked Elon Musk to be my 2024 running mate. It's not what the fake news says. I don't need his money. One thing that I wish people would understand is how painful bone spurs are. A bone spur is probably worse than losing a limb or getting blown up with an IED. It's definitely worse than pretty much anything you can think of. My bone spur was definitely the worst ever, easily the worst ever. I had a perfect phone call with Vladimir. We talked about what will change when I'm president again, and I told him I was very respectful of his knowledge and experience and loved him tremendously. I also told him I would rename Times Square to Putin Plaza when I'm president. We giggled. What is it with you guys? It's always Russia, Russia, Russia. So I spent the night in a hotel, and the concierge sent up a few girls to give me a golden shower. You act like that's weird, but who cares? People say it's very common over there, very common. I've decided to add the Trump brand name to my favorite adult diaper brand. I've been using them for years, and Melania thinks they're working great. I love wearing these poop-filled, urine-soaked fanny huggers. So get a 12-pack of the excellent Trump diapers to use or collect.
Did you see Melania's face when she was standing behind Donald at his big Mar-a-Lago event over the weekend? She could obviously smell his dirty MAGA diapers. It's hard to tell because she always has a face like she smells dog poop, but this was different. I almost felt bad for her.
It's a shame that I'm going to trial on Monday, which is tax day, by the way. I hate the IRS. Anyways, I had a perfect relationship with Stormy Daniels, perfect. Many people say that we were a great couple. I'm sorry that I didn't have a baby with her. We could have named him Thunder Daniels. Did I tell you how many club championships have won? All of them, because I am a tremendous golfer, probably the most tremendous golfer. These guys in the Masters are okay, but none of them have won all the club championships. I've never liked courses where I have to use a caddy. They slow me down. I found that my foot wedge is probably the best way to keep my score down and my time on the course at a minimum. Of course, you have to wear the proper shoe. Gold sneaks work great, perfectly, actually, perfectly. Did I ever tell you about when I got Ivanka to sit on my lap during a Miss Universe pageant? Oh, geez, I never thought I could love a daughter like that. People say that it's weird to feel that way about your own daughter, but I don't agree. She's hot. I probably shouldn't mention this, but I would not mind if Lauren Boebert gave me a rub and tug at a Broadway show. I'd like them generally a lot younger, but she seems very willing to satisfy. On top of that, she's dumb as the day is long, so we wouldn't have to talk. So the best thing is I have tapes of Lindsey Graham doing Hermaphrodite Midget. He is really getting his weird on, and it's hilarious. If he ever tries to turn against me and doesn't give me his last dollar, I will drop that on the internet faster than he can say, "Wrap that rascal." You know, there's one other thing I think is important to add to this conversation. I don't understand why women complain so much about not having abortion access. We need more white babies. What is wrong with saying that? We need more white babies. That's the truth.